Well, we're delighted to have with us on Parade of Quartets, Rev Denise Freeman. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Maybe I should say, how have you been? We hadn't seen each other in a while.
Well, extremely busy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, listen, we wanted you to come down. Tell us what's going on. We've been seeing it on national news and national newspapers. Little old Lincoln County is making the national news. What's going on up there?
We have an election board, an election director, who thought it would be a great idea to shut down all of our precincts, all 7, and then open a new precinct, which will be at the Walker T. Norman Gym over off of Rolling York Drive. Mm-hmm. They had hearings back during the pandemic, I believe, September. Mm-hmm. But they did not send notices to every citizen, voting citizen.
To make them aware.
They did not. From what I understand, they sent the letter to the people who own property.
Okay.
So people own property from other states and counties all over from Lincolnton. So a lot of people of all gender, all races, never got the notification for the hearing. So we're kind of like, why would you want to close all 7 precincts and just have one precinct for an entire county?
So that means people will have to drive, if I was looking at some of that, and drive like 20 miles, 18, 20 miles from home to go vote.
Yes.
Whereas they could have done it within 2 to 3 miles from their homes.
Right. Right.
What's the justification? I heard one of the comments that the buildings were run down. There were no places for people to go if they wanted to change those, if they wanted to remain, those precincts to remain. Is that true? Isn't there churches or fire stations and different kind of buildings in those areas?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Midway, my precinct, is Midway Fire Department. And it's a building there, and we have a brand new fire department right there as well. So accessibility there, they're ADA, so there's no reason to close. And we attend several of the election board meetings, and what came to our surprise was when that statement was made, because that was my first time hearing it, and I attend the meetings, and I talked to the former board of chair, and they said,
not true.
Not true.
Not true, yeah.
Not
so
true.
We know, and I think just on the outside looking in, this looks like a movement that we've been hearing across the country. Do you see this as maybe a case study of what's happening to Lincoln County? It's probably going to be happening somewhere else.
Almost definitely. This is definitely a case that they want to work so it can be mimicked around the country, not just in the state. This is my opinion from what I've looked at and what we're hearing around the country. We know that there are 19 other states, maybe 20, who've made similar legislation, passed similar legislation, like Senate Bill 202 in their states. So if this happens in Lincoln County, then the good old boys will be able to say, we can make this happen everywhere.
Well, democracy is in trouble.
Democracy is definitely.
If there's not a voice.
That's right.
If there's not a voice. Hold your thought right there, because I want to come back and let's talk about what can the citizens of Lincoln County do at this point.
Okay.
Okay. We thought we'd hold Reverend Freeman here for another 2 or 3 minutes, because we really want to find out. You know, we're interested in this, but our hands are tied as far as we don't live in Lincoln. How can folk help you all, or what can the people in Lincoln County do to kind of speed up this process, or at least draw attention to it?
Well, number one, speak up, talk about it. Tell all your friends and relatives, and if they have not signed the petition, make that call. Okay. Call 706-359-2232.
Say that number again.
706-359-2232.
Right, because this is not a racial issue at all. This is more or less people want to vote and they want access to the polls.
This is not even a Democrat issue.
It's not a Democrat-Republican issue.
That's right. We've had a lot of Democrats who have signed, but we've also had a lot of Republicans who've signed the petition because they want their precinct open as well. People are getting older. People don't have the finances to travel that great distance. We're talking about some people who are in their 90s.
Right.
Come on. So what? And at first it was about money. This isn't about money, but can I speak a little bit about democracy?
Right.
Democracy is a system of government that was designed, I thought, to benefit all eligible citizens. Mm-hmm. That's what we were taught. But now we're placing restraints on the very thing that has helped us to elect people that we want to represent us on our polling locations. That doesn't benefit the citizens. That doesn't benefit people who want to get elected, who will be good people in office. And so this is very, very unfair, and it does not represent democracy. We are a democracy. Yeah, we should be represented.
And I think, what was the quote? What may not affect you directly, sooner or later it'll affect you indirectly.
Right.
So if you're out there and you're watching this, you want to lend a hand, dial that number again and see how you can help. And whatever help we can lend, we listen. But my simple question is, whatever happened to common sense?
Really? You know, and it's not, people say, well, you don't believe in change. We believe in change. We believe in change. But we shouldn't handicap people with our changes. We should make things...
Right, with a vote, not my vote. Leave my vote alone.
Leave my vote alone, yeah. Make it easy, make it accessible. If anything, we should be opening more precincts,
thank you,
not closing them.
Listen, we thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Anything we can do to share, let us know.
Keep praying for us, reach out to us, and thank you for having us on your show.
Absolutely.
God bless.